What is up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing a virtual tour of my tiny house. If you're new here and new to my disembodied voice, this is Rachel's YouTube channel and this is an experimental video. Normally I do videos where I talk to a camera, but now I'm talking into my computer's microphone. I hope you enjoy it. So today we're going to be touring my 34-foot long Willow model from the company Zero Squared. Today, we're going to look at it and talk about all the various different finishes I'm opting to go for and different choices I've made and why. So let's look at the 34-foot long willow. That's the 30-foot willow. There's a 34-foot right here. Okay, so this is the main floor plan. Because it's 34 feet long, it's 289 square feet on the main floor, and it's 416 if you include the lofts. There's two different bedroom spaces. There's the downstairs bedroom. Ooh, there's a downstairs and a queen loft that is led to by stairs. I love those stairs. So we have your main living area with maybe a TV. I don't know. I'm not a huge TV person. We'll see if I put that in there, or maybe it could just be a giant bookshelf. So you have your couch area, an optional deck. I don't think I'm going to put this deck on actually, but I'm definitely going to put a deck on over here, but it won't be the built-in one that they put in. It'll be my own. And so this will be my front door. You walk in the front door, you're in the kitchen. Your kitchen comes equipped with a pantry, a fridge, more pantry storage probably over here, your sink, and then your prep space over here that doubles as an eating area. I'm going to put some nice cushioned seats with high backs that'll be very supportive for me right over there. Okay, so got a washer and dryer / sink over here. Very ingenious design, by the way. I'm very impressed by that, with a full-size shower, and that leads onto the queen bedroom. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that as a bedroom or an office space yet. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so let's look at artistic depictions of what it could look like, because they actually haven't built this model yet. I'm going to be buying one of the very first versions of this version of the Willow. So the outside has a really beautiful, I believe it's called a butterfly roof. And I really like this roof line. It's appealing to me because it's not the same basic tiny house box that people have been doing after they realized that the gable roofs don't always work as well as people would hope, and it does give you very much room in the lofted bedroom areas. So we already talked about floor plan. That's an artistic 3D depiction of the floor plan right there. One thing that I think is important to talk about is finishes of what the exterior of my tiny house looks like. Now, in this exterior finish of this tiny house, it actually has black windows. I'm opting for white. Let's go ahead and go look at the downloads document that Zero Squared made, so I can tell you about all the various different choices I've made within this. Okay, let's see. All right, so obviously this is a different model than Willow, but for the primary siding, I'm going to be doing the black, because it's a modern tiny house and I want a high contrast between the white windows and the black of the building. That's my goal. And then for the finish, I'm either going to be going with a transparent cedar about this color. You've seen the models with this transparent cedar in the tiny house before. And they're either that, or I'm going to be going with a transparent western red cedar. I'm not entirely certain yet. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, which one I should do. I value your input. All right. So with roof line color, I know it's going to make it hotter in the summertime, but I'm just going to go with a black roof or maybe a gray. It just seems like it's the most traditional. I can't see myself with a white roof or a tan roof. Ugh, I don't know. Just seems not great. For windows, as you can see right here, it's an additional $1,750 for black windows. So I'm going with white windows because I want to save some money because I am buying a tiny house worth more than $75,000. And I don't want to spend an almost $2,000 on windows on something that I could just maybe spray paint later. I'll look into that, but I think the white windows won't bother me, so we're just gonna go with those. So for what the interior is going to look like, I am opting to leave the stuff unfinished for what Zero Squared is going to be doing for me, and I'm just going to do it myself. I'm going to whitewash the interior myself, probably with the help from my mother because she is an expert at painting and staining and doing all things DIY. One of the reasons I'm going tiny house and going towards a tiny house is probably her. So that is the plan with that. I'm going to be doing a whitewashed interior, but I'm not going to be paying the extra $1,500 for someone else to do it for me because I'm going to put some sweat equity into this. Again, white windows on the inside. I feel like beige is kind of tacky and dated these days. With flooring, I am hoping to do American walnut, but I may opt towards a Dove maple because it is gray. I have had gray floors before. I know that they are so easy to keep clean, and keeping things clean is important to me, or at least keeping them looking like they're clean. For moving on to the kitchen. Oh, I love that kitchen, by the way. Like, look at that image right there. The white, the countertop is just beautiful. And then, oof, I just love it. But my kitchen is not going to look much like that. My kitchen is actually going to have high gloss gray turquoise for the cabinetry. And the counters are actually going to be likely either Ekbakken white marble. It looks like this, if you want to see that. Or I'm going to go with a light gray concrete. I like both of them. It's a toss-up which one I'm going to get with, but at any rate, it will be a white countertop with a blue cabinetry. Pick. Okay, those are all upgrades that are not included in the base price of this model, but honestly, their base selection is just so beautiful, but considering that I want this to be my dream home, and I plan on living here for at least 10 plus years and having extended family members possibly stay in it, I want this to be a truly beautiful space and it be completely mine and reflect my body and soul. So I'm going with white countertops and blue for the kitchen. Okay, moving on. Okay, not doing living room cabinets, da-da-da-da-da. For my shower, I'm going with the base selection, probably the Metro Ash Gray. I really like the way it looks. It's beautiful. Also, I want to take a minute to admire the finishes that they're choosing to do in the bathroom. Those are not your standard stainless steel finishes. Those are a little bit nicer than what you can get other places. Okay, this is what the bathroom area is going to look like. I would love to have a drawer like this for the sink area, but I want a washer and dryer, and with Zero Squared, this is where the washer and dryer goes. It actually goes underneath your sink in your bathroom, which I think is a pretty smart thing, and it'll keep me very minimal in my bathroom, which is probably a good thing because I tend to collect things a little bit in my bathroom too much. Let's move on. Da-de-da-de-da. Okay, these are add-ons here. I'm not going to be doing a fireplace or wall cabinets. I want to buy things that are reused for that, so I don't need people to get new things for me. I kind of enjoy looking for stuff like that. I'm opting out of a dishwasher, but I am interested in off-grid living. I'm not going to be doing self-contained tanks through Zero Squared because they build them into the house, and I want to be able to access them myself to get into them because they're kind of built into the house itself, which I think is great, but I want to be able to see everything. So I'm going to get tanks separate from that. I also want to do a solar wiring conduit. That's $350 because I hope to be off grid at some point in my tiny house journey, and I'm planning on getting solar panels. So that is something you'll need. Let's see, moving on. Okay, so mini split. I am getting one. Yay, mini split, mini split. So this mini split system, there's two versions they sell. You really don't need this one, I guess, unless you get the really, really huge ones, like square footage wise, because this could easily heat 1,000 square foot space. I have a less than 300 square foot space. So I am going to be using this one that costs $2,250. The other thing that you need, because there's spray foam insulation in tiny house zero squared homes, is a heat recovery ventilator. This ensures the air quality stays really, really good inside your home and makes sure that you get fresh air in more than once an hour. The way they work, instead of having cold air come in, if you just cut a hole in your house and say, oh, hey, look, I'm having fresh air come in, this system actually works to make sure that that you don't lose heat when you send air out. I think there's a built-in fan in here somewhere. And anyway, that's that. Let's go over to my Pinterest board let's go over to my Pinterest board. I know it's cliche, my tiny house vision board, but let's go over and look at what the exterior could look like. I just pinned a couple things just for visuals for you guys and for me when I was choosing finishes. So this is somewhat what my kitchen will look like. Stainless steel sink instead of this apron front one that's farmhouse. I love the visual of what a farmhouse sink looks like, but I hate cleaning them. I've worked with them before, and the amount of chemicals you need to make a farmhouse porcelain sink clean just irritates me and makes me nervous, considering I want to do water filtration and put my water back into the ground as gray water. So I'm going with a stainless steel sink that I can clean with apple cider vinegar spray. And I'm really thinking hard about whether I want a leather couch or a fabric couch. I love the idea of having a leather couch because you can just wipe it off if it gets a mess on it. And I do eat on the couch fairly frequently. So, yeah. But the other option I'm thinking about is doing a lime green or a purple couch. Because I'm a single woman, I guess I could probably get a purple couch and have nobody worry about that. But lime green is also a favorite color of mine, so I'm thinking about both. Probably more modern aesthetic than that poofy one, but I love that lavender color. It's been a favorite one of mine for a while, and I love lime green, so maybe why not a lime green couch, you know? I'm thinking about doing some tiling as a backsplash. I'm not sure if I want to do a white backsplash or more of an accent, kind of like this one. Let me know what you guys think. I'm always open for input here. Let's see, is there anything else I'm missing before I end the video? I do not believe there is. I've shown you guys what the floor plan will look like to a degree. Got various different versions of what this 3D model looks like. So I think that is it for today, folks. If you like this video and gained value from it, please let me know by liking and letting me know in the comments down below. If you want to see more videos like this where I review other tiny house companies, also let me know, because I am looking for more content and different ways to reach out to you guys that do not require me doing a lot of fancy lighting. This video was so much easier to shoot than other videos past. Let's see. Yep, I think that's it. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video, and I hope you have a nice day. Also, look at that dreamy blunder right there. Ooh, that's gorgeous. Bye guys, have a good one.